The internet has become so normal that most people never stop to imagine life without it. Every message, every game, every video, every bank account, every online class, every GPS route, and even emergency services depend on invisible connections stretching across the world. But what if one ordinary morning, all of it suddenly stopped? This is the story of the day the internet almost disappeared. Stickman woke up like any other day. His alarm rang. He stretched, grabbed his phone, and opened his favorite social media app. Instead of colorful posts, he saw one simple message: no internet connection. He smiled, thinking it was just his Wi-Fi. He restarted the router. Nothing. He switched to mobile data. Still nothing. Confused, he looked out the window and noticed something strange. Every neighbor was staring at their phones with the same worried expression. Within an hour, the entire city had fallen into chaos. Online banking stopped working. ATMs displayed error messages. Stores couldn't process digital payments. Delivery drivers lost their GPS. Traffic lights began malfunctioning because their smart systems couldn't communicate. Airports delayed flights. Hospitals struggled to access medical records. And millions of people realized just how much of modern life depended on a network they never thought about. The silence wasn't loud, but it was terrifying. Stickman turned on his television, but even the news channels had little information. Experts suspected something enormous had happened deep beneath the oceans. Most people don't realize that over 95% of global internet traffic travels through thousands of miles of underwater fiber optic cables, not satellites. Somewhere in the darkness of the ocean's floor, several major cables had been damaged at nearly the same time. Entire continents were beginning to lose communication with one another. As the hours passed, panic spread across the globe. Stock markets froze. Online businesses lost millions of dollars every minute. Gamers were disconnected in the middle of tournaments. Students couldn't attend virtual classes. Families living in different countries couldn't call each other. Influencers suddenly had no audience. And even large companies that seemed unstoppable were completely powerless without the internet. For the first time in decades, humanity experienced what true digital silence felt like. Stickman decided to leave his apartment and explore the city. What he found was unbelievable. People who normally walked while staring at their phones were actually talking to each other. Children played soccer in parks instead of scrolling through videos. Neighbors introduced themselves for the first time. Coffee shops were filled with conversations instead of laptops. Libraries became crowded again. For a brief moment, the world seemed slower, but strangely more connected in real life. Meanwhile, engineers from around the world worked non-stop. Specialized repair ships sailed toward the damaged underwater cables, carrying robotic submarines capable of diving thousands of meters below the ocean's surface. Every second counted because the global economy was losing billions. Teams coordinated using satellite communication while carefully locating each broken cable. The repair process was slow, dangerous, and incredibly precise, but there was hope. After nearly 18 hours of worldwide disruption, the first connection slowly returned. Phones vibrated with hundreds of delayed notifications. Emails flooded inboxes. Social media feeds refreshed all at once. Video calls finally connected. Businesses reopened their online systems. Across the world, people cheered as the digital heartbeat of humanity started beating again. The internet had survived, but everyone had learned a lesson they would never forget. Stickman sat quietly on a park bench, watching people instantly return to staring at their screens. The conversation stopped. The parks emptied. Heads lowered toward glowing displays once again. He smiled sadly because he realized something important. The internet is one of humanity's greatest inventions. It connects billions of people, shares knowledge instantly, and powers our modern world. But when it almost disappeared, people remembered that the strongest connections were never made with Wi-Fi. They were made face-to-face. So here's a question for you. If the internet disappeared for just 1 week, what would you do first? Would you panic, or would you discover a completely different way of living? Let us know your answer in the comments. And if you enjoyed this Stickman adventure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for the next unbelievable story.